I have started with a team of jockeys that had already a lot of experience, that had worked without agent, and he's the first apprentice that joined the team, thanks to André Fabre. He told me you should work with him. I think he's very talented. He was really right.
And you've never looked back?
No.
How busy are you in a day, and what does your day involve?
The very first thing in the morning for me is to ride the first lot. Very important for me, just because that's the best moment of my day, and as long as I'd be able to ride gallops and keep being involved as I was when I was an amateur rider, for me it's important just for horses not to become names on a computer. That's really important in my life. And after that, starting from 6 in the morning until very late. To have good rides the following week, I need to spend more time in front of my computer and on the phone. And it's a very competitive business. We have the level of jockeys in France is very high, and I have to work hard to make sure I have the best rides for them every day.
But of course, being there at the races is maybe something that, you know, you can just add that extra touch. You can pick a jockey up if he needs it. You can be there to help out with every little thing. It's your job, really. You're more than an agent. You're a personal assistant for all your jockeys, really.
I have tried to work for each of them as if I was only working for one person. And I'm not, of course, doing only the booking the rides, but I try and help them when they have problems with the authorities, with the bans, with the appeals, with the medical things. I try and be their assistant and surely and I hope a good friend. I mean, it's now 10 years we started working together. I mean, when we started, he had never ridden an official race. He was riding in pony races. I didn't even know who he was. It's been kind of a firework 10 years, always improving, and the 2019 Arc weekend is something that is far above what we already lived when he reached the 300 or broke the European record of number of winners. It's something very special, and I think I hope we're going to have many other surprises like that. But when you live a weekend like that, and you know the way it happened, because I know the way it's been booked before, and you'd be surprised. It's something special. When it was magic.
And for you, Pierre-Charles, a magic weekend, an incredible weekend?
Yes, it was incredible, and when we make a European record, it was perfect, but it was a very long way, and with a lot of good moments with the owner and trainer, but a lot of sacrifice.
Like in every other sport, or all the top level people, you can feel it when they're very young. I call them Mozarts, and you have someone like that every 10 or 15 years, wherever in every country maybe. And I'm lucky he's in my team, but he's very special, still improving, and I think we have not seen everything he's able to do at the moment. We all know that a good year is a year where you win Group 1. That means you have you're lucky enough to have horses 2-year-old, 3-year-old on some distance. We've lived years where we had the good horses, but we were beaten in the Group 1 ahead, a short head, and it makes the whole difference. So you need to have a team around you, the good horses, and a bit of luck, surely a lot of talent. But when people say you have luck, that means surely you had talent during the race. At the beginning of the week, we were not even sure that he would not go to Newmarket for the Sun Chariot. So none of the 6 winners of the weekend were favorite, and we were a bit worried about the Arc weekend, to be honest. As far as we were concerned, his best chance, according to him, was one master. We always thought that it would be, everything was perfect for her on that weekend. Valgeist, of course, was he was hoping, but how you cannot be very confident when you've always been beaten by Enable. And all the rides of the Saturday came late, and so it's been a full surprise. I'm not going to tell you I was very confident or I knew I would do something special. You live it step by step, and then it was so unbelievable.
And Pierre-Charles, for you to have beaten Enable on the biggest stage with Wild Jest, it must have been an incredible feeling.
Yeah, exactly. We know this horse, and he makes a perfect race, and maybe Enable don't like the ground, and he did it very well. He have a lot of action and a long ton of foot, and it was the day for Bitter.
And of course, he's one of your best friends as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You ride him every morning?
Yeah, every morning.
I have a tradition in the last 5 years. I've been walking the course with Frankie every year before the Arc, and every year we have a meeting just before the race. And he told John, like the last year, I bring my lucky friend. I work a lot with Frankie when he comes to France, and I walk the course with them, and PC won. That's the game. It seems we have all conditions to have very good chances, but once again, winning and having good chances is something that is really different. And both horses have won on Arc weekend. The time between the 2 races is only 2 weeks, so we have to take that into consideration. But they like soft ground, and PC won at Royal Ascot, Group 1 in June. It's like an Arc weekend, the Champion Day, so we're very excited.
And of course, Pierre-Charles, you had a winner in Ascot this summer. Do you think you can get another winner in Ascot this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I hope. We have 2 very nice chains with Zarvenant and one master, and these horses love the ground.
Of course I'll be there.
Yeah, you'll be
I
there.
love going to Ascot.
Yeah,
There's only 2 racetracks in the world, Longchamp and Ascot.
Yeah,
I wouldn't miss a single meeting on each of them.